No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to Annapolis, Maryland, home of the Navy Midshipmen. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a squad from the American, the Navy Midshipmen. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Hand off from the shotgun. Fighting off the defender. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Caught close to the marker, it's Moore. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Might as well stick with him. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Just needs a crack to get a return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. To the big fullback. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Chapman. At the 45 on his way. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
A big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Give to the big fullback. Breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, midshipman. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Yeah, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Throwing right. He's got an open man. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
Yeah, he's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school, and you can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Manning. Got his man quickly. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
That conversion sets a tone, but that's also really part of their MO. They're going to go for it on 4th and short.
Yeah, it's a body blow, and it's demoralizing. It's a good point, Reese. When you go for it like that and you go get it, you're essentially telling the opponent, look, you can't stop us. Next time we get in a similar situation, we're going to do the exact same thing, and there ain't nothing you can do about it.
At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Pulls it in. It's Moore. Oh, he's got some space. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. And here comes the Navy offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Fullback's got it. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss. Well, they called that an ISO play, and it was isolated for a loss.
And they try to isolate a linebacker inside and really run the football right at you, right down the middle. But you better move those big defensive linemen out of the way and create some space. They didn't do it, and you could tell that's why the ball went nowhere.
Looking to throw, it's Horvath. That's caught. It's Chapman. Got room at the 35. Breaks into the open on the left. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. The give to the fullback. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Jackrabbit. Direct snap. Oh, better look out. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Navy. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Tennessee is on top, but it's not like Peyton Manning or T. Martin are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Washington. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll go to the ground. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Quick release on the RPO. Crosses the 35. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. And that's why that one fell incomplete.
From the gun, the ground game. Pick up for 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Dropping back, it's Manning. Grabbed over the middle, it's Moore. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
Defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that 4th down.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Kent. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41. He might want another play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Stands in and takes the hit. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Griffin! Get set, go!
Dropping back, it's Horvath. They're working that left side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The midshipmen looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Kick is in the air. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's going for a big play downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
The give to the back, finding open areas. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll ride the hot hand. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Navy will go back on the attack. Starting this third quarter on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The defensive front had that one smelled out from the beginning, and the fullback went fully backward.
Nowhere to go. That's a quick-hitting play, too. You get the ball to the fullback, you're trying to get him downhill to hit somebody fast. Nowhere to go.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. To the air, it's Horvat. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Sails one into the middle. Pulls in the deep ball. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. The midshipman trying to sail way forward on third and half a mile. The give to the running back from the shotgun. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Navy will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. There he goes. Open it up. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have... There he goes! Got some room headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas!
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Oklahoma is in trouble. You could bring back any of the Heisman winners they've had here, Bradford or Mayfield or Murray. None of them would make a difference today. They're trailing by 14 to Oregon. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Bringing the heat. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Well, it was a nice play there, handing it off to the fullback, and the defense is lucky. That strong safety came downhill. He made that tackle. If he doesn't make it, who knows, guys? I mean, that might have been a touchdown.
Flying down the left side. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, midshipman. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And he's going to bring this one out. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score. Gonna let it fly. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, it's Manning. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Longhorns come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, third and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
And the Longhorns will have it first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. That's reeled in. It's Butler. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's see what they've got on second down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's
looking to take a shot. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Got him downfield. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. The Longhorns are threatening in the red zone. Wants to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the option. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
cut your losses.
You're right, absolutely. Slide, don't take the extra punishment. You just give up on the play.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Horvath. Steps away. It's complete on the right side. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. We've reached the break, and Navy holds the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. 1 more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Navy never afraid to go for it on 4th down, and they will to open the 4th. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Turning it on. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on 4th down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge 4th down conversion late in this football game.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Navy! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Texas offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, doesn't...
Looking for a huge play. Makes a catch at the 15. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Oklahoma has just had no answer to the ferocious tail kicking they're taking today. And if you think that coach is fired up on the sidelines right now, wait till the postgame. They're trailing by 14 to Oregon. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to...
And the ball's loose in the backfield. Breaks into the open.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. This is a designed run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Navy now in trouble here on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Horvath. Got a man, it's Chapman. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
With the catch, it's Chapman. He's running free down the middle. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. The throw to the outside is complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Ready?
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Easy. Ready?
On the option. Tackled in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 on the heels of gaining 4 on the previous play.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
Ready?
Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Now, if they can get a stop on this 3rd and 10, expect an immediate timeout. Leaves it with the running back. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down.
Got it.
No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it.
Gaucho. Gaucho. Ready?
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21.
Let's go.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. To the air on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Okay.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. give to the fullback. They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose and no running room there. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Horvat. Here's a heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, and still on his feet. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down.
And they really haven't put the ball in his hands and said, go win the game. Like, it's kind of been balanced, but this offense, down the stretch, this is a great indication for this offense because he's making a play through the air in a big moment. Gonna need...
Oh, he's got some space. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. The 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Navy! It's a fake. Holder looking to throw.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Out of the end zone. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Well, you get the touchdown, but there's not a lot of time left. So you need to get the onside kick. You may have time for one more play, one shot to throw it in the end zone and somehow see if you can steal this game.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. The hands team able to secure that football, and with that, should have secured a victory.
Okay, break. Unlock. Cobra.
Big fullback's got it. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David, they played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough, even when the team isn't.